Welcome to this week's vodcast from Team Clarity and Action Coach. They call me Bruce, as in Springsteen, and this week we're talking about the profit account. What is a profit account? A profit account is a separate bank account that each business has got in your business to separate the general bank account, the general expenses and income, particularly for your profit. So it separates that out. The interesting thing about it is the law of vacuum. Coaching clients, we normally do a lot of work around law of vacuum. What is law of vacuum? Law of vacuum states that if everything is all in the same account, normally it will get sucked into it. Your profits will potentially decrease because there's always something else. There'll always be another expense to come through to pay for something in your business. The benefits of having a separated profit account is that it is separate. It's got its own identity. It's a different from your general expenses. And we find that that's an awesome way to run your business. Other accounts that if you haven't already got, of actually having a separate dedicated account for your tax. A lot of small, medium-sized businesses get into a pickle because they get this whopping great tax bill at the end of the financial year, or at the end of, let's say, a 90-day plan, if you're paying quarterly, that they're not prepared for, so it has a big effect on cash flow. So have a look at your accounts. See if you do need to separate a tax account, a specific expenses or operating account. But the major thing is to get a profit account. Now, the interesting thing about profit and income into the business, income first, let's talk about that, is that there's normally in most businesses reoccurring income and also one-off income. Okay, so what we need to do here, and just make sure you write this down and get the learning on this, is that we need to take the reoccurring income, a percentage of that or all of that needs to actually go towards your profit account. So I'll just say that again. Reoccurring income, or a percentage of reoccurring income, needs to go into your profit account, whereas the one-off income, where people are only buying once and you might not see them again for a long time or nearly ever, go towards paying for your everyday expenses. But for a lot of the recurring income goes to profit account. One-off income goes to paying off your expenses. Now, the other thing here, depending on what business type you are, and if you think about this, it's quite powerful in that you can nominate particular customers, if you've got high-value customers that buy from you, or categories within your business that pay for different expenses. So if you've got, let's say a retail hardware business, for an example, that you might say that certain income and certain profits from that particular category, so you might say all the paints might pay for all of the wages, for example, in your team within the business, whereas another category may be more sort of tools and hardware and those type of products would pay for, let's say, more of the overheads of the business, whereas another category then might be your profit. And if we can give either clients or customers or categories within your business an identity and split that out, that certain amounts of income actually then you can take off to your to the profit account. Now, the reason why that is so powerful is if you think about your profit account of then what it's actually used for, is it used for something for yourself, being the business owner, is that you can say, okay, that profit goes to pays for the kids' education. Okay, great. Do you think you're going to be looking at that particular category or that particular client or customer segment a lot more, have a lot more focused on it, if you know that that's going, the difference between whether your kids go to have this level of education or this level of education is dependent on where you're seeing the profit in your business. So quite a powerful once you get your head around that. The last point that I want to make is debt restructuring. Having a profit account can be very powerful if you're in the early days of your business, or if you've got a lot of debt ratios is high in your particular business, that you can actually use the concept of the profit account to decrease the amount of debt that you've got, so that you've got a structured plan of how you can pay off debt to increase and maximize your business over the coming years. So it just really depends on where you are in business. So my learning and message to everyone viewing this week is go out, open that account, get out there, start a profit account, and let's start viewing your business differently and put the money in there so that you can get more out of your business and your life. Have a great week, and talk to you next week.